part 2 of the Be Do Have formula. In this part, I'm going to focus on the doing, okay? In part 1, we talked about the being, you know, and wherever your attention is, your intention will follow. And whenever you are going to the next level, that old version of you has to die, and there's going to be a lot of sacrifices as well. But just please be encouraged that whatever gets sacrificed was meant to shed away, was meant to die off, couldn't go to your next level with you. And that's okay, because sometimes it can get a bit scary and think, oh my gosh, like I'm gonna have to change, and what am I gonna lose, and who am I gonna lose, and all this kind of disruption that happens when you are transforming. But you have to trust yourself, you have to trust your creator, because this is a powerful part of growth. You know, everything around you in nature grows the same. You know, it goes down before it goes up. Things have to shed away. You know, you go through an uncomfortable, dark period. And this is all a normal part of growth, a healthy part of growth. And, you know, when I became a new version of me, literally about 99.9% of the people that I grew up with and was in my family, completely gone out of my life. But I couldn't let that stop me from transforming. And if they go, there was never good for you anyway. They were stunting your growth. So that's the reason why they shed off, because there was never ever serving you for the growth that you needed to have in order to experience the quality of life that you desire and deserve, and that the Most High Creator has for you. So it can be a scary process, it can be a lonely process and a daunting process. These are all normal. You have to stay focused on who you are becoming and transforming into, in order to then do the things you need to do in order to have the things you want to have. So I want to talk about doing. Once you have mastered your attention, where you're putting your attention and your intentions are following, then you are going to be then taking action based on who you are being now, okay, who you have become, and the new intentions that you have set in order to do what you need to do in order to have the results. So then the doing becomes easy, because you're that person, or you are that in your being, because you have given and you are giving your attention to it 24/7, day in, day out. And wherever your attention is, your intention will always follow. Okay, so you now have set these new intentions in your life about who you are, you know, what you value, how you show up, like what you do and what you don't do. Okay, and that's going to translate into having. Okay, so from the being, which is the first component, you always need to start with who you are being. And I talked about that in part 1 of the video. So if you haven't watched that, go ahead and watch that. It's the video before this one, so go ahead and watch that video. And this part, I want to talk about the intentions that lead to you doing. Okay, before I became who I am today, my attention was so focused on lack, scarcity, fear, survival, settling. Oh my gosh, I was in a physically and emotionally abusive, insidious, toxic relationship that I was settling for. You know, all my attention was there. I gave all my attention to this. So my intention followed to then settle, to then move from a place of fear and lack. And I was suffering from past unaddressed and untreated childhood trauma. So all of that had to be addressed and brought to the light, brought to the surface, in order to be revealed, healed, and totally renew my whole life. And that is this formula that I'm taking you through now, because before I could even have these results, I had to become. And sometimes you may think about, well, how do I become? Like, how do I be somebody different? It all starts with your attention. what and who are you giving your attention to 24/7, 365? So I encourage you, I invite you to really do an audit, a daily audit of where your attention is going. Like I haven't watched TV in over 7 years. I cut out all TV. 99.9% of the people I grew up with have been removed from my life. All toxic people and those types of things. You know, it comes with sacrifice. You know, the types of relationships that I used to have, you know, settling for abusive, toxic, manipulative relationships, you know, that were founded upon sex, completely gone. Like, completely gone. It's no longer in my energy field, because I had to shift my attention I had to make a decision, first of all, shift my attention to becoming and being the life that I needed to experience. And once all my attention got engulfed in that, the intentions that I set for myself, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. Now my attention is on what I want to achieve. I can set the intentions to do X, Y, and Z, and that's the doing, to do what's needed to have the results that I have today. Okay, and every level requires a new version of you. That is the beauty of life. That is the growth cycle. Be, do, have. And then the next level is becoming, to be able to do it in order to have it. And if you're not doing that, that's okay. I mean, that's your life. You have a choice of how you want to live your life, okay? But what I find is you find yourself in this place, this cycle of sameness, and it's stagnant, and you feel purposeless and all of these kind of things, okay? And ultimately, you want to, you know, enjoy your life. And once you fully embrace and enjoy yourself on one level, you know, the only thing stopping you from going to the next level is you. Okay? So if you have these big goals and these next level goals and dreams, master the being, make a decision, give it your full attention, so that the intention to do the thing will follow. Wherever your attention goes, your intention follows. Then you will be doing the thing, and then you can move on to the having of the thing. Okay? So, comment your biggest takeaway on this doing training. And the part 3, which is coming up, is going to be about having. Okay? So let me know what your biggest takeaway was. And if you haven't already watched part 1, which talks about the being, how to become, go ahead and do that now. It's a video before this video, and let me know what your biggest takeaway was in the comments.